Alright, so with the real fluffy...
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Really quickly, the first part of this video will be a voiceover due to some technical difficulties with my memory card. So here I am applying the number 7 Airbrush Away primer. For foundation, I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy foundation, and I'm using my damp beauty sponge to blend that all in. This was followed by concealer. It was Tarte Shape Tape.
So this is our base so far, and we are going to go in with the Physician Formula Butter Bronzer to warm up our face. And by warming up our face, I mean right under the cheekbone, right here, the structure along the jawline, connecting that over to the very top of your forehead. I somewhat feel like I just spent maybe 10 minutes just trying to apply more and more bronzer, and I just have a very mixed feeling about this product because it smells great, it's a beautiful shade, but it just takes way too long or way too many layers of such a powdered product to appear on your face, and I really don't even feel like I look that bronzed. I'm not sure how it's showing up on camera, but it's really dangerous when you have to apply more and more of a certain product, especially when you don't really know how much to use. It can be very dangerous because, like I said, a powdery product on your face, caking it on, it can be a total disaster. This, I just feel like, didn't do it for me because it took so many layers and it took so much time just to apply, and it is a very affordable, an affordable product, which I love, but to me it's a flop. We're going to use the Maybelline Master Blush Face Studio palette, and I'm going to go in with this dark berry look right there. Off camera I did my brows, and now it's time for the star of the show, which is the ABH Prism palette. It is just the outside of it is gorgeous. It's black velvet, and the inside, like, come all the way on. Like, just come on. How beautiful is this palette? So I'm not really sure what look I'm gonna go for. I'm just really anxious to play with it, see how the formulas are. What I do love are the brushes that these palettes come with. There's like a really dense end, and then there's like a fluffy end. Both ends pick up so much product, so be careful when you use them. So with a real fluffy brush, I'm taking a Morphe R40, and I'm going in with the very lightest shade just to get this foundation, as you can see, settled. And there was a lot of kickback. I'm not sure if you can see right here. Maybe I should put my shadow shield on because I really don't know how this palette works. So right after I set my eyes, I'm gonna go get my shadow shields, and yeah.
So here, as you can see, I have my shadow shield on, and basically what the camera was not able to record was my very first shade. I went in with the bottom right mauvey, light mauvey shade, which is called Lure, and that went all the way in the top upper crease. That's the highest our color was going to go, and I used a Morphe R40 brush. Then following, I did the shade Eden, which I just took a bit lower, and that was our second shade. It is in the top left part of the palette, and I went in with a much smaller brush. So here I'm just going back and I'm making sure the two colors are blended together using the Morphe R40 brush that I picked up the very first color, which is the shade Lure.
Making sure everything is cohesive and blended in. And now to deepen things up, we're going to go in with the shade Parallel, this dark brown here. And I'm going to use the ABH brush it came with, the fluffy side, this one right here. And I'm going to tap very lightly because these shadows are play no games. And this is only going on the outer corner all the way up to halfway on the lid. So I'm going to tap that on the outer corner, place that down, and then brush it on over only halfway. So I'm going to make sure that I tap the product in, and when there's nothing left, slide it over to the very top of my crease here. And I'm going to continue to do that even when there's nothing left, and make sure that is blended in with the other two colors. I'm not bringing it over here because then it's just gonna make me look like I have raccoon eyes, and dark color should never really be on the inside unless you're doing the halo effect, which we are not. So tapping on and then brushing very carefully over. This is what we have so far using just those three colors. And now with the same ABH brush, I'm going to use the very tapered side, and I'm going to go in with the black color named, where are you? Right there, Obsidian. So I'm going to use just a touch of black, just a tiny, that was just one dot. And I'm going to touch that only in this inner corner area, pat that in, and brush that very low on the crease. And that's as far as I'm taking it. So right here, kind of like a V, and bringing that over to the middle. And look at the difference it's made. Super dark. This is what we should have with the black added on, and we should go back with the mauve shade and with nothing on it, and just going over where the darkest color and the light color meets, which is right on top here, and blend that out very gently. What I really wanted to do is test out these metallic shade, not metallic, these glittery, it looks very, very glittery. So I wanted to see the dark green right here, and it is called Throne, and Osiris, the blue color. So I'm going to very lightly swatch these on the back of my hand. That was Throne. This is Osiris. Those are shitty swatches. Greenish one is Throne, and then what I thought was blue is Osiris, and it's really like a purple blue. So that kind of alters my decision on which ones to use. I still kind of want to use both. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Throne on the inner corner of my lid about halfway, and then for the rest use the shade Osiris. I'm gonna go in with Throne. Beautiful, this one, beautiful, beautiful shade. And I'm going to tap that very gently in the inner corner of my lid. Because sometimes a brush just really does not do it justice. Like, look at that. Like, I hope the camera is capturing how pretty that looks. So pretty. And then I'm going to go in with Osiris here at the end. So pretty. And I don't have to worry about being messy because I'm just gonna go over it with the brush. I am completely obsessed with what we have going on so far, and let's move on to our bottom lid. So we are going to use the shade, let's use the shade Lure, the mauve shade, on the very bottom. So I'm just gonna tap right into it. We are using a Luxie 121. It even says mini tapered brush, and that's going all over our bottom lid. With the e.l.f. 202 brush, not the same one as before. This is a different one. I just have a million of these because I love using them for eye looks. I'm gonna go in with the neon shade Sapphire and rubbing that on, and wish me luck. Okay. Where in the world is it? Okay, so I'm going to heavily coat my brush, tap a little bit off. Okay. Now we kind of got it going. We just got to heavily coat the brush, tap just a little. I'm gonna go back with the Lure color and just rub some of that off on the bottom, making sure that it's a little more tapered looking and it doesn't overpower the bottom lid completely. Okay, much better, much better. Obsessed, so obsessed. I got so much eyelash glue in my eye that I don't know how I can see. To complete this eye look, I am first of all so happy with how it came out. I used the, I'm so happy. This has to be like one of the most creative looks I've come up with so far. So yeah, I used the Sephora eyeliner. It is a colorful shadow liner. This is the shade Fresh Limeade. So it's like this chubby crayon stick, and that's what I use for eyeliner. I'm obsessed. It's my first time using this shade, but Sephora eyeliners I love. They're so pigmented, they go on so easy, they glide on, and they're pretty long lasting. So I definitely recommend these Sephora chubby stick eyeliners. Love them. And for mascara, I use the CoverGirl Total Tease. I love a mascara with a very thin wand, especially when it comes with false eyelashes. I just feel like it really catches each and every lash and really makes sure that it attaches to your eyelashes. So yeah, the skinnier one, the better. I think it's just easier when applying, and I feel like it's much more gentler as opposed to a bigger, chubbier brush. For lashes, these are the House of Lashes Iconic Minis. I just love the whole Iconic collection in general. Love them. Those are the only ones that I wear. Moving on to lips, I'm gonna go with Dose of Colors, the Katie X Desi collection. This shade is More Creamer, Please. OMG. Can you see? It's crushed on the inside. Oh my god. Oh my god. The show must go on. So yeah, More Creamer, Please. I've always had an issue looking for the perfect nude because I'm just not a nude lip girl, but I feel like this complements my skin tone so nicely. I feel like every other nude lip that I've worn made me look like a freaking dead body, and this one has the perfect amount of pink and browns, and it's so moisturizing that I know it's weird. I'm not wearing a matte lip, so that's kind of like surprising. But this formula is awesome. For highlighter, I'm gonna go in with the Ofra Cosmetics Everglow highlighter. I'm gonna go in with the really bronzy shade. Why not, since we're just going with a dark theme. Ooh, that is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Now for some setting spray, I'm using the Morphe setting spray again. And here it is, our final look. I'm so happy with how it turned out. This, where is it? Okay. This palette is seriously worth the price. It comes with a free brush, which is around here somewhere. These colors are so fun to play with. There's metallic shades, there's glittery shades. The matte shades are awesome, and I tried to use as many colors as possible, and they've all blended in so nicely. The formula is super pigmented, and so it's kind of like the mattes are satiny and so soft. They outdid themselves really truly with this palette. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please, 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 if you are new, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Bye guys.